I want to bring in meteorologist Cheryl Nelson. And Cheryl, you are in the Hampton Roads, Virginia. It was a very eventful night. Can you break it down to the viewers and tell her what you've seen and experienced?
Yeah, Bernie, thanks so much. It definitely was a wild night here in southeastern Virginia. Here in Hampton Roads, it's the James River behind me. I am in Isle of Wight County. Right across the water is Newport News. And overnight, being a meteorologist, my weather radio went off at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it continued to go off for probably about the next hour or so with tornado warnings, one after another after another. And in fact, my husband, my cats, and I, we were all huddled in the closet downstairs, our interior room, for quite some time until that threat was over. Bernie, there have been several reports of tornadoes across southeastern Virginia, James City County near Williamsburg, a potential tornado there. Also in the city of Suffolk, downtown Suffolk, which is just west of Norfolk and Portsmouth and Hampton Roads, damage to several buildings there. In fact, also some homes reporting some damage too. They've even opened up an emergency shelter at Kings Fork High School in Suffolk for people to go to if they have nowhere else to shelter at this time. Numerous reports of tornadoes, also Southampton, Isle of Wight counties west of where I am too. So that's been the big story here. Of course, as you know, the right front quadrant, that northeast side of the storm, which we were on last night, is typically where you get that threat for tornadoes and those outer bands. And certainly that proved true with Isaias, Bernie.
Yeah, and in fact, Cheryl, let's go to the radar here really quick, and I can tell you that right front quadrant, that line of thunderstorms that went through you earlier today is now pushing on north toward Washington, D.C. Also, renegade thunderstorms toward the Philadelphia area, now producing a tornado warning. Really quickly, Cheryl, one last thing as we've gone through. Do you still have power, and have you heard much of power problems in and around your area across southeastern Virginia?
Great question, Bernie. Thankfully, I have power here. The power did go out last night, but it came back on. However, in southeastern Virginia, reports of 130,000 people without power. Numerous power lines and trees are down across the area. In fact, the wind was so bad, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, which connects the south side of Hampton Roads to the eastern shore, is still closed until further notice. Now, the winds have settled down significantly here. In fact, we have some drizzle, but barely a breeze in the air. So much better than it was earlier. And things will quickly improve, too, as we go throughout the day. In fact, by the afternoon, the sun's going to come back out.
Yeah, just like that. Severe weather with the sunshine. That's what happens as the system rockets to the northeast. Cheryl, great talking to you. We'll keep in touch with you throughout the day. All right, the biggest impacts with Isaias